Hey guys, welcome back to Rule the World. Last episode, we got our first farm built, and as you can see, we've got a farmer running around in the background, working really hard on our carrot and potato farms. Now, those are pretty cool, but we haven't seen many carrots or potatoes come from them yet. Because all a farmer really does is put down the crops and then dig them up. He doesn't actually make them grow any quicker. But we will need probably 1 or 2 more farmers, and I reckon probably going to have to get into cattle farming as well. So what I want to do this episode is build a nice big wheat field, a nice big place to farm cattle. Now also I've been reading what you guys suggest for the names for our NPCs, and one of the best suggestions I think was to name our NPCs after some of the players in Yogscast. So I reckon our first farmer, well, that has to be Farmer Lewis. But first I'm going to start off by building some Deco craft signs, and let me show you what I mean by that back at the house. Alright, Gonchos. Right, well, if we look at our list, check this out. Now, we're definitely on the way for getting food for our NPCs, but the problem is we definitely need a lot more food. I thought that the carrots and potatoes would grow a lot quicker, but they're really not. So we really need a nice big wheat field, because if I build a wheat field, I can then build a bakery separately and have a separate NPC that takes the wheat and crafts it into bread, and he can make all kinds of cool muffins and buns. I'm not sure if these NPCs can use mods like Harvest Craft, Pam's Harvest Craft, so they can make special breaded treats like cinnamon rolls and stuff, but we can give it a go. And I don't want to start on a warehouse until we've got our farm under wraps and taking care of all of the cattle and the wheat that we want to farm. So the first thing I'm going to do is take a look in this chest over here. I've prepared some Deco Craft clay. Now this is easy enough to make if you press R on here. Whoops. No, wait, that should come up with a recipe. There we go. If you press R on these, it shows you how to make them. And it's easy. Blue clay is just sand and dirt with a blue dye. Green clay is sand and dirt with a green dye, so cactus green or whatever you want. And red clay is the same as well, but with red dye. So you just need different dyes for the different colours, red, green, and blue, and sand and dirt. And that's so easy to make, so that's not a problem at all. Now let me show you what we can do with Deco Craft clay. Now I saw these, I haven't put one down yet, so I'm not quite sure how they work, but they look pretty open and shut. Now these are Deco Craft signs, and they just look so medieval and so perfect for our castle kingdom. Now that reminds me actually, now you guys at home, right now I want you to click like and favourite if you haven't already, but also what I want you to do is post in the comments section and think of a name for our kingdom. I want something all fantasy and probably kind of, Western medieval for our kind of kingdom's name. Something like, I don't know, I think like Arendelle from Frozen is a great name for a kingdom, but whatever. Oh, did you just hear that explosion? No, I must be imagining things. But if you can think of something really nice, just let me know in the comments section what you think our kingdom should be called. Right, so I got rid of that nasty Fraps logo in the top right. Whoopsie. And right, so let's take a look at the signs and see what we need. Well, okay, let's just go through these one by one. We're definitely going to have an archery range. So bam, let's get an archer's sign. Oh, yeah. Now, what else are we going to need? A baker. Oh, yes, for the bread. Don't mind if I do. A baker too? It's different designs for the signs. Well, okay. We'll keep with baker 1. I think a bank. Oh, yeah, we're definitely going to want a bank at some point to store all of our valuable metals. I've just got to put this clay back in. How do you make a sign for a bank? Hold shift, press the question mark, and there we go, bang, the bank. Okay, put the clay back in my pack. Now, what else? A blacksmith. Oh, yeah, we've definitely got one of those. So we're going to have a blacksmith sign. Let's put the clay back. We're going to need our books. Well, we probably do want a library, but I figured, right, what we can do is we can make our research area, we can move our research table and put it in a more specialized building, a library, because honestly, I just love any excuse to make a cool building. And if I can make a library just for the sake of it, why not? I'm going to need a butcher's, of course, a place to store the meat and make some tasty meat treats like bacon and sausages. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love sausages in the morning. Okay, farming, yes, definitely want that. We want that for sure. I'm going to have to get rid of some of these sticks and stairs and stuff. Let's just get this out of the way. Oh, it's my steel chest. Oh, that's where I put my steel stuff. Oh, I forgot, I took it off. Right, well, okay, let's just put that on now. There we go, now I'm dressed to kill. Right, so what other signs are we going to need? Oh, we're going to need all kinds of these, actually. Probably a fish farm, because you can actually farm fish in this. You can have a fishery. We're definitely going to need an inn because we've got to have a place to put our bard. I can't wait to hear what the bard sings as well. It's going to be amazing. Let's see. Maps. Probably not going to need a map shop. A mine. Oh, we're definitely going to need a mine. So I'll get one of those. Oh, no! Oh, no, I just accidentally made 9 signs for a mine. Now, unless we have a lot of mines... Oh, we're not going to use all those. Well, okay, I've got to go and grab some more Deco craft clay. So let's see if there's any more in any chests lying around. Oh, yeah, we're in luck. I've got some crafting clay over here. Right, so let's get back to making some signs. So let's see. I had a mine sign. Now, we're definitely going to need a lumber sign because you can make a tree farm. So, bam, a tree. We're going to need... Oh, a stable for sure. So, we're running out of clay, though. So let's see. Toys, vineyard. Oh, we could definitely have a vineyard actually, because then we can make some cool wines to. Because obviously soldiers, they live on food, but if there's no ale and no wine in the evenings after a hard day's training or after a big battle, they're going to be really upset. So we need to make sure that there's plenty of wine for them to drink. Furniture, toys, vineyard, swords, helm, stable. Now, did we get a stable? Yeah, we did. Okay, well, that's probably all the signs that I think we're going to really need for the time being. So I'm just going to make enough wooden planks for a chest. Make the chest. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this... Oh, God, it's getting dark. Better sleep before the monsters come. Right, so now let's go and put a chest by this sign here. So now we know better what we can... Because if we can't think of anything to do on the to-do list, we can take a look at this chest full of signs, pick a sign and basically build the building for it. We can put down an archery range, a baker, a bank, blacksmith, lumber, a vineyard, farming, general store, butchers, books. We can just pick one of those signs and put it down. Right, well, okay, let's start slapping around some of these signs. Okay, right. So we want a blacksmith first because we've got the blacksmith. Did we make a blacksmith sign? Yeah, there it is. Okay, right, so how does this work? And where are we going to put the blacksmith sign? I figure right here is the perfect place. So, let's plonk it down and see how it looks. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, that's amazing, look. You can see the hammer striking the anvil. This is definitely the blacksmith. No mistake about it. Ah, sweet. So what sign are we going to put down next? Let's take a look. Now, we've got a town hall and we've got a farming shack. So I'm going to grab the farming. There we go. There's a farming sign. And put this down by our little farm shack. Now, I'm running out of food, actually. I might go and grab some apples. Now, my worker, actually, must be getting pretty hungry as well. I should go and name him Lewis in a second. There we go. Oh, no, I put the sign down. Oh, no. On the tree. This isn't a farming tree. Okay, let's just get rid of this. Oh, better be careful, actually. I don't want to use a... Oh, how am I going to get this off? There we go. Oh, they break nice and quick. Right, so let's just get our hand clear and get ourselves some apples. Oh, lovely stuff. Yay! All right, a pack full of apples. Pretty sweet. So let's just chomp down on these and check out our worker and see what he's doing. Oh, no, it looks like he's actually farmed up some of these crops. Oh, yeah. And our potato field now is just full to the brim of taters. Oh, yeah, and look at him working there. Now, he's level 29, but his tool is only an iron tool. I feel like if we gave him like a diamond hoe, he'd work so much quicker. But he's level 29, or his health is 29, so he must be quite high level. So let's see. Oh, yeah, he's grown some potatoes for us, but he's found a poisonous potato. What are they used for anyway? What can we make a poisonous potato into? A jetpack. Ugh. 2 poisonous potatoes. A flux capacitor. Oh, and you can throw it into a Botania pool to make it non-poisonous. Oh, that's pretty cool. Wow, there's lots of recipes for poisonous potatoes. All right, well, let's just take out the regular potatoes. And what we can do now is we can probably find a way... Oh, if only we could cook these potatoes, then we could give them back to the workers, because I'm not sure they'll take raw potatoes as food. But we can try. We'll put a whole bunch in there anyway, and we'll save 6 for us to eat ourselves. Oh, yeah, I love a bit of tater. But there's some apples in there anyway, so he's not going to starve anytime soon. Right, so a farming sign. We're going to plonk this right outside the house here so that everybody knows that this is definitely where people come to farm. I'm going to put it here so that you can see it from far away. There you go. Oh, yeah. It makes the place just look so much nicer putting down these signs. And let me tell you, these signs are pretty grade A. I love them. What we really want, though, is we really need a cool way to make lampposts. So if you know of a cool way to make some cool lampposts, in fact, tell you what, I will look for lamps. Lamp. If you know of any orderly lamp, lava lamp, We can't light up our kingdom with lava lamps. They're way too futuristic. What about lantern? Ah, now these are the business. Check these out. We could make some lanterns from calculator. We could make garden stuff. Oh, whoa, there's a mod called garden stuff. Let's take a look what's in that. Garden. Oh, no way. Look, there's some cool clay stamp patterns. There's new types of flower pot, large flower pots. Oh, no way. I want to try making one of these for decoration. Oh, and you can make window boxes. Oh, we're going to have to check some of these out. But we're getting off mission now. Let's make our wheat field. And we're going to plonk it right here, right out out front of the little farmhouse. Right, so the big important things for making a big farming field, well, okay, we're going to need a bucket. We could take a watering can to give our crops a helping hand. We're going to need a bucket, a spade to dig out the dirt, some cobblestone wall to border it, and a hoe to hoe the ground. We should be good, though. I reckon that's all we need, but we're going to need a bit more cobblestone fence, a bit more cobblestone wall. So let's make some more of that. There we go. Now I'm thinking that should probably be enough. Right, so we're also going to need another one of these crop farms. So remind me how these are made. Iron hose and just wood. Well, no sweat. I've got plenty of wood. So let's just get on making that. I'll need some iron bars, though, to make another hoe. Blam, there we go. Another crop farm for our wheat field. Sweet. Now we're also going to make this a nice big field, but because wheat is so useful, we're going to use a large bounds upgrade, and for that we need fences and string. No sweat, got all of those. Wait a minute, 3 string, 6 fences. That's what we've put here, but we can't get it yet. Have we not unlocked the technology we need to make these? Let's check it out. Oh no, we need to learn mathematics. Well, okay, let's pop the research book into the research station and find out what we need to do to learn mathematics. So we put mathematics in the next queue when you're going to need redstone, a note block, and some charcoal. No, so we've got all of those, but how do you make a note block? God, it's basic Minecraft, but I can't remember. Oh, there you go. It's just redstone surrounded by planks. No sweat. Well, okay, let's grab some redstone and get on that. Oh, it's getting dark outside, so I'm going to have a quick kip on the floor, might as well. Right, so where did I put the charcoal? I must have had loads of charcoal because it's pretty important for making technological discoveries. Well, maybe I'll have to craft some more. Oh, there's some steak in there. Beautiful. So let's just put some coal in here, start cooking some logs to get some charcoal. So what other research things do I need? Let's see. So I'm going to take out the torch, take out the sticks, take out the leather. There we go. And I'm going to put in the redstone, the note block. Don't need the wheat in there anymore. But what we do need now is some books and some charcoal. Well, that's no sweat. I'm going to clear out my inventory, though, because I've got loads of stuff that I just don't need at the moment in here. Blam, blam, blam. I can always come back and get this at any time. Now let's go gather up some sugarcane to make a book. Man, now what I'm really going to need, and I think what would be really useful, is for me to put a research station right next to the warehouse, because that way I can just grab everything I need straight from the warehouse, like a computer, and just put it into the research station. All right, here we go. So I need to make 3 books. So I'll put the sugar canes down like this. Now, what is a book? And how do you make one? Ah, no sweat. I can use blank patterns, string, and paper. Are there any other ways of doing it? I can use exoskeleton. No. Well, I reckon blank pattern's the best thing to do, and that's easy enough because that's just sticks and wood. So where's the wood at? There we go. Bam, 4 blank patterns. No worries. There we go, 1 book. Oh, right, so it's 2 patterns per book. So I can make, well, 2 books to start with, but I'm going to need 1 more book. And the charcoal should be made by now. Oh, yeah, lovely stuff. So in goes the charcoal, in goes the books. And there we go, we're researching mathematics. Sweet, now we take the book out, go to the table, and if we put the book in, blam, we can make a large bounds upgrade. Okay, let's get outside and start making this wheat field. Right, so the first thing we're going to want to do is measure out 16 by 16, because that's how big the field can be. So let's see, we'll start with this as the corner, because the fence is... Oh no, maybe we could use the border of the... No, we'll put the wall around the edge here. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And now I'll count 16 this way as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Blam! Now this, if I just line this final corner up with the 2 blocks that I've put down. So that's this and this. So that's here. Now this is 16 by 16. Now this is going to be a really cool, really big wheat field. So now before we get started, I'm going to have to hydrate lots of this wheat field. So let me try and work out where I have to put the water. Now water can hydrate up to 4 blocks away. So we'll put 1, 2, 3, 4, blam. 1, 2, 3, 4, blam. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. That's exactly the size we need, so we can have 2 trenches down the middle that should hydrate the whole field. Oh, whoa! Oh, a lightning storm, but there's no clouds! That's so weird. Maybe a storm's coming. Oh, I don't know. But where from? It sounds like it's blowing in from the southeast over there, out in the mesa, the desert. What could be going on out there? Now that's a point, actually. Now, if I'm out here creating like my own little village, my own little settlement, what's to say there aren't other people out there creating their own little personal worlds? I've got to be careful, actually. What if somebody else comes and declares war on me? That could be pretty bad for business, I think. I just have to hope that doesn't happen, and just focus on building up my army, building up a strong defense to defend my lands and defend my people, just like an old-fashioned medieval feudal lord. Now, one thing I'm not quite sure about is, am I going to have to get rid of some of this grass? Because when I put down a farm, it starts farming for me, but does that mean it's going to get rid of these flowers? Or is it going to just try and build around them? And am I going to have to cut these out myself? Red tulips are pretty pretty, actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to gather up these tulips so that I can put them around on my farm somewhere else. All right, now that's all the flowers taken care of. Now it's time to build the wall. So let's get my cobblestone wall out, start tracing around the edge an area for us to put down. Now, unfortunately, I've only got my hammer, and the hammer is kind of like an AoE bashing tool. So if I want to make precision bashes, I'm going to have to use like a pickaxe or something. What am I going to do here? I think what I'm probably going to do is just leave the wall broken where this water is and just leave it as like a natural occurring moat. Okay, let's just come around the edge here. Oh, this is going to be the sweetest wheat field. It's going to be huge. This is way bigger than any wheat field I built in Shin's farm. Except, of course, for obviously the massive wheat biome. But that doesn't really count because that was natural and not man-made. Now, remember, you guys at home, what I really want you to do is plonk down in the comments section a cool name for what you think we should call our kingdom. Oh, it's getting dark. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and grab a pick. Or I'm going to make a pick because I just need one to bash stone. There we go. And a stone pick should work perfectly. But while we're out here, what I'm also going to do is have a sleep, get rid of the night. All right, another day on the farm. Right, so where am I going to plonk my actual farm? I'll just dig up these corners like this, and we're almost done with our farm. And now, where am I going to put the actual farm block? I need it to make it look like the water's streaming out of there, so we'll just do that. But what I even could do is actually have the water link up around the back here. In fact, yeah, this is what I'll do. I'll put some holes in the wall here, have there be like a bit of an archway over here. And now I'll use my shovel do some precision digging like this. And have the water stream around the outside edge rather than over at the entrance. There we go. Now that looks perfect. And what I can do now is just fill in the gaps over here. Just like this. Attach the last bits of wall. Oh, this is looking so good already. And blam, I can put my farm right here. Well, let's just do it then. Let's plonk the farm down, the crop farm. Blam. And now let's just right click with the large bounds upgrade to apply it. There it goes into the bounds box. And now we're pretty much in the center of where we want this farm to be. Although we can't be because it's an even number and there is no even number. So there is no even center to an even number. So let's see, bounds. Let's just keep increasing the bounds until we get the maximum bounds. That's not quite right, so we need to shuffle it over. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think. 6 to the left. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And blam, perfectly inside the walls. Oh, yeah, great. So now, where's my farmer gone? Where have you gone, Lewis? 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 Now, NPCs like to go to sleep at nighttime, but it's definitely not nighttime. In fact, it's pretty early in the day. So where's my NPC gone? Has he starved? No, he can't have starved. Maybe he's gotten lost down here. Oh, man, now that is a spooky looking area that I want to get the hell away from. Where is he? Where is Farmer Lewis? I didn't even give him like a custom name. And look, there are carrots that are fully grown. He's sleeping on the job. His job is not being done. I'll tell you where he probably is. I bet he's in the town hall trying to... Do you hear that? Oh God, it sounds like combat. Oh no, I hope Lewis hasn't been blown up by a skeleton. That'd be terrible. Death list? No! No! Our farmer's dead! Oh no, this is dark times. We didn't even give him a name. Oh, we're going to have to... Oh, you know what, guys? This is really important. We're going to have to build a church and a priest because we can't afford to keep losing our workers like this. We're going to have to go and make ourselves a new farmer. Now, lucky for us, making a farm is a pretty simple thing. But, oh, this is a dark day indeed. Okay, so... Oh, no, it's not. It's a pickaxe, isn't it? It's a wooden pickaxe. So we'll make some sticks. And a wooden pickaxe. And what you do is you make a food bundle. That's an apple in the top left, pork chop, some cooked beef, some water, and let me remember actually, what is the other thing that these guys need? Right, there we go, a food bundle, and it's, oh, and a cooked chicken, but I don't see any. Oh no, there's some cooked chicken. Whew, that was lucky. Right, was it, oh, it must have been pork chop and not steak. Let's try that. Or is it? Oh, of course, and we need to use the crafting bench. Now, one of you guys at home said, you keep forgetting that you have to use the engineering station. Why don't you just always use that instead of a crafting station? And well, it's easy enough to do that, but we've got so many crafting stations next to chests. I don't know. Maybe I should do that, but I'm going to remember eventually, I'm pretty sure. So let's put the apple there, the water in the bottom, and what was the last piece of the puzzle? The cooked chicken, of course. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it was steaks in the middle. And there we go, a food bundle. Now, we might as well make a couple of these, if we can. Let's just make as many as we can, actually, because we're definitely going to need more workers, more NPCs. So we're going to need now another water bottle. And there we go, 2 food bundles. Sweet. So now we put the gold on the left, the food bundle there, the wooden pickaxe there, and bam, a worker. Right, now we can't lose this guy. We really can't. We're going to have to, you know what we really need, guys? We need soldiers walking around defending our perimeter from creatures. Now, also, I want to know how my worker died. I have one big fear, and that fear is that he accidentally fell into the water and drowned. So I might have to build a fence around all of the water sources that people can drown in, because it's a very real probability that they will drown. At least near the farm as well, because that's where these guys are going to be working. So, okay, we've got food in the town hall, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we do. Potatoes and apples. So now let's just plonk our worker down here. Oh, no, wait. Before we do that, actually, I'm going to have to put some seeds into there. Let's just go and grab some seeds from inside the house. Oh, yeah, that is so terrible, though, guys. We've lost so many workers now. I didn't even know that our old work... We had one worker that just straight up died, and one farm. I didn't even know we'd made 2 workers. I can't even remember it. Maybe it's somebody else. Maybe it's a ghost. Oh, I don't know. We're lucky that the ghosts of the workers don't come back to haunt us. That'd be pretty scary. So what was I doing in here? That's right, getting seeds. So we must have loads of these lying around, just vanilla seeds. I see 13 in here. And 64 in here, and that's definitely going to be enough, I think. Well, I hope it's going to be enough to fill up our 16 by 16 plot. Right, so in go the seeds, that's resources. Down goes the worker, kablam! Was he gone? Hello? Oh, okay. Wow, I wonder why that took so long, why it took so long to appear. Now, a lot of you have mentioned that I kind of have a face a lot like a normal Steve now because I took off my mustache. Well, let me tell you guys, don't worry. I grew it back. You can see it there, that glorious, majestic mustache right in the front of my face. Oh, yeah. So let's just right-click on the worker and give him the iron hoe. Bam! That makes him a farmer. But, well, the original farmer Lewis died, but don't worry, we didn't give him a name. So let's just call him Lewis. There we go. All right, pal, I'll put the potatoes in here. Now, you going to take the potatoes? Yeah, he is. All right, sweet. And he's off to work. Okay, let's see you bash down on the wheat farm. Now, hopefully he's going to go to this one. Go on, Lewis. You know what to do. Yes, he does. Oh, it's working. Yes. Oh, yes. And there it goes. The first patch. Now, he hasn't put any seeds down yet, but I guess he's waiting to till all the land. And once all the land is tilled, he's going to have a giant wheat farm. Right, so we learned a couple of things this episode, guys. We learned that workers can die. And when they die, a report of that goes to the town hall. So we have to be careful. We're going to need to build a priest to bring back our workers. We're also going to have to build a cattle farm because I want to grow cows and pigs because we need beef and pork to make even more NPCs. And at the rate that they're dying, we're going to need a lot more. Also, we're going to need a priest and a church so that now priests can actually bring back old NPCs. And I don't think it costs anything. So that's a really important thing to do. So that's probably pretty high on my list. Unfortunately, I don't think there was a church sign in DecoCraft, but that's okay. But next week, we might even, there's so much to do. I don't know what we're going to do next episode, so I can't make any promises yet. I do really want to make a warehouse, though, because our stores are getting really full, and I really want to build that warehouse because that's really fun to do. So until next time, guys, take care and hit like and favorite and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. That's it. Wave goodbye, Lewis. He's waving goodbye. Goodbye.